We're here with Joy Waterbury and Linda Draper for another episode of our Fruit from the Orchard, from Orchard Valley United Church, and it's great to have you both here. Joy and Linda are representing our Spirit Yoga Ministry. So Joy, as the leader of Spirit Yoga Ministry, could you share with us your involvement and why this means, what this means to you?
Knowing I was going to do this, I thought about it, and why I do yoga and why I teach yoga really starts with who I am and the family I came from. And I was lucky enough to be born into a family that loved physical activity. So we did things together. We did physical things together. We skied, we skated, we danced, we sang. So I have that in my background, and I have a very lovely 99-year-old father who can still move and shake. And so it's sort of in my bones. And the other thing that they gave me was a wonderful spiritual beginning with the United Church of Canada, and a sense of doing and being part of a family of the church. And so this just fits with me. When we sing in church and there's some movement to songs, I just move. It's just part of what I am and where I've been. My family was also a caregiving family, and when you look at what we've done in our lives, they're all caregivers. And with that in mind, I look at yoga as what it's given me, the practice of yoga through my life. When I was working, it was a place that I could go and relax and be in the moment and just be with myself. I also am a nurse, retired nurse. I'm not really a nurse anymore, but I'm a retired nurse. And I worked with young families with public health, and I did prenatal classes. And part of the prenatal teaching was using our breath to relax our bodies so that the pain is not as extreme with giving birth. And I know that the pain is there, and it's something you have to go through in life, and you have to meet that peak, and then you have to find your comfortable place to deal with that. So yoga is all about breathing. It's all about combining spirit, mind, and body. And when I retired from public health, I ended up taking a yoga teacher class just to give myself a gift, because I didn't really want to retire, but I was old and it was time for me to retire. So I gave that gift to myself. And everything is timing, isn't it? And we had young Annika here as a minister when I was finishing my yoga teacher training, and I had done, the first thing I did was chair yoga with another instructor afterwards, and she was starting a yoga church here, and I brought the letter, and it's dated February the 11th, 2014. And she called her yoga practice, and what I did at that point in time, there were 2 classes, yoga church. And this is what she said: when you come to class, it is a yoga tradition when you come to class to remove your footwear before entering the classroom. This is done for lots of practical reasons, keeping dirt out of the practice space, to avoid slipping, etc. But it also has some theological significance. When God spoke to Moses, he was told to take off his shoes. He was standing on holy ground. Our mats are sacred and holy spaces. Therefore, we remove our shoes and try to avoid stepping on other people's mats. So I think that is a lovely description of yoga. And when I started chair yoga here and changed it from church yoga to spirit yoga, because I wasn't a minister, I was just doing my thing, that's where it came from, and that's where we started from. And it is a wonderful gift. Not only, like, we practice together, we're equals together. When we're on our mats, we're all different. And we accept that, and we accept ourselves. They say that yoga, most exercise programs are workouts. Yoga is a work in. And that describes it for me. That describes what it has done for me and what I am passing on to others, because yoga is for all ages. And it's wonderful to have a community of yogis here that want to practice with me once a week. Chair yoga. Is that enough?
Thanks, Joy. So Linda, you are a regular participant in this ministry at Joy as an offering. What does it mean to you to be able to participate in this?
Well, when I first moved up the valley in 1992, I was a single parent with 2 kids, and after I had those raised and on the go, I needed the breath. I needed to find some things for me to do for myself, and so I tried different things. And I would say, finally, I did Tai Chi, and I did writing, and I did painting, and then I started yoga, and I started off regular yoga, hit up on the wall and everything. I did it all, and I found when I left it, or if it wasn't a class, then I'd be looking for it again. So I've probably been doing yoga for 25 years. And of course now I'm 70 years old, I'm down into chair yoga, but it's basically the same thing. It's for me. It gave me space. I have a very hard time to settle, because where I was single for so long, I was go, 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 you gotta do this again. And I needed that space, that breath to settle me. And I find that's what yoga does. Like, even sometimes here, Joy, I'm thinking, oh God, I gotta do, and I have to stop it, concentrate. So I needed that. I needed that break in yoga. That's what it does. It gives me the breath and the break that I need to keep me going.
Thank you, Linda. So that's Spirit Yoga, hosted here at Orchard Valley United Church, a spirit-filled, vital, and active ministry right here at our church. We give thanks for both of you for sharing your experience with us. Right?
Thank you.
God bless.
Can I add just something to what Linda said? Yoga is really, for a lot of us, it is meditation and prayer in motion. And when she is saying that her mind goes off, the meditation is just bringing us back. That is the practice. That is the muscle that we are exercising when we come to yoga, is bringing us back to this center and to appreciate creation and where we are.
More fruit from the orchard, from Orchard Valley. Thank you.